guys, hi. Okay, so I wanted to give you kind of a insight into reality versus expectation, because for the most part my van is pretty clean. I'm a pretty clean person. I like to keep things in order. Today is the perfect opportunity to show you when it is not clean. It is a fucking mess. Excuse my language, or don't. But it's a disaster zone. I actually haven't even slept in here the last like 4 or 5 days. I've been sleeping in Maverick's truck because, well, you'll see. Basically, it's been inhabitable. It's gross. I mean, you can see just from behind me. There's a lot of things that have been going on in here. I feel like my life's been falling apart a little bit because my van has been falling apart a little bit. So I'm just gonna show you some of the things that like you don't normally see in my videos, just the things that are kind of going wrong in the van that I kind of have in the back of my mind that I have to fix. What happens when it's laundry day, or what happens when I accumulate too many clothes that I need to sell online but I haven't actually posted online. All sorts of things. So I'm gonna show you the realness of what's going on in here right now. Sorry, I'm eating gummy bears for breakfast. Okay. Today is basically organization day. So let me show you around. Show you what's happening.
So the way that this whole mess started is because, so I sell clothes on Depop. I like to go thrifting and like vintage stores, and I'll resell clothes online. So I'm like a huge clothing person. I love clothes, and usually I end up buying them for myself, but I accumulate too many, so then I sell them. And my front seat tends to be where I collect those things that I'm not actually going to keep, but I'm planning on selling. And for the last couple weeks, I have been very lax on posting my Depop stuff. So I had like a whole 2 days of going to my friend's house and just taking Depop photos and like clearing out my front seat, which is still a mess because I'm still working on this. So these are actually all Depop orders that I'm setting out today. I've sold a lot, so this will be, once I drop these at the post office, this will clear up a lot of the space. This big Tupperware storage container, Tupperware for clothes, is where I keep all the stuff that isn't actually going to remain mine. It's stuff that I have posted on my Depop so that I can find it, get at it, wrap it up, and send it as soon as somebody orders. So as I buy things, a lot of it doesn't end up getting in here and it usually just accumulates in my passenger seat. So that has been a big mess. Right now, when it becomes a big mess, I usually get super sloppy about it and start throwing all of everything up there. So I've got, it's really gross. I've got like beer up here, I've got picnic blankets, I've got fabric that I plan on sewing with, I've got my toolkit because I've been working on stuff and I didn't feel like putting it back in my drawer in the back. I've got paper bags flying everywhere because that's what I package my Depop stuff in. I've got shit thrown in my front seat because I'm organizing right now. We went grocery shopping today, so a lot of groceries are still out on the counter, and then things are also falling apart in here. So I also, well, I'll show you the stuff that's falling apart and needs to be fixed. But my bed area is a huge disaster. Also, I did laundry, so my sheets and stuff are back there. I did that like 4 days ago. Haven't put the sheets back on yet, so lazy. And then also I took apart my whole drawer of clothes. Again, I like clothes, so I have 100,000 million pieces of clothes that all have to fit in this tiny drawer. So I have to be very organized about it. Normally I am. I'll like fold things and put them back in like really good order. Since the rest of the van was already a mess, I got really lax about that too. So today I took everything out and am refolding everything, getting it all put back in this copy paper is literally just holding my clothes up so that they don't fall down until the rest of them are in there. Let's see. So, oh God. So right now I'm working on organizing the clothes. A few of the things that have just been falling apart in the van recently that also need to be fixed today. All of this stuff is out on the counter because this cabinet, this is what keeps, this like wood thing is what keeps my cups and plates and stuff from falling into this cabinet, which is like dry storage. It's like coffee and Cliff Bars and whatnot. And so that wood board has been falling out and everything has been falling all over the place, especially while I'm driving. So that needs to get fixed. It's been really, really hot and humid in LA, and they're actually not too bad right now, but basically these cabinet doors have been warping really bad in the California heat right now. So the way I have them set up right now is that I have 3 different like little roller locks. So if I didn't have that third one, it would probably stick out like this, but since I have it, it clicks in. The warping's been really bad, so like when it's been more humid, I can't even get those roller clickers to hold them shut. So I'm going to have to add kind of like tension things in the back of these. I'm gonna just, my plan for that is to put little screws on each of the 4 corners. And then I bought like wire and things, turnbuckles. So I'm thinking they'll probably just go kind of in the middle with wire running crosswise against the back of the cabinet doors, and then I will turn basically these things and tighten the wires so that the tension is being pulled in so that these kind of warp backwards and hold their shape so that I can actually close my cabinet doors. And then of course my plants need to get watered, so that's another thing I have to do on my to-do list today. They're looking a little droopy. This guy's getting really droopy. But he'll perk back up once I water him. And then the one thing that actually started this whole van clean out and fixing upper day is that for a while now, this mirror, it kind of bounces around when I'm driving. The reason is that it's been getting loose on these boards that it's screwed into in the back. These boards really are not connected to much. They're kind of more for looks, obviously, like they're not real walls. When I was making the van, I put wooden studs into the sides of the van so that I'd have something to screw these boards into. So in between the spots where the studs are, there's really not much. There's like some foam insulation and nothing else. So they're kind of flimsy walls. You wouldn't want to like be leaning on them or anything. Which is also why having this mirror on this wall is really precarious, just because those boards aren't being held in properly. The mirror's been fine for, you know, I made the van like a little over a year ago now, and I've been in it all the time driving around. But sometimes the mirror would pop out of this top bracket and like be hanging forward while I'm driving, which is really freaky. And so I'd have to like pop it back in when I stop. And that's because the boards behind the mirror were giving, basically. And so if you look down here, this board has popped out of its groove, which is stressing me out. I'll probably fix that with some like silicone and some paint. But what I did to kind of give the mirror more stability, and I think it will I think it should be a pretty good hold for now, until maybe I secure the boards better to the van, is basically behind the mirror on this board. Before it was just these guys, which really was adding the the weight was really being pushed down and forward. But I just added these L brackets to the back side of the shelf, and that was Mav's idea actually, and then I added them up on the back side of this top guy too. Hopefully that holds it in better, and then with a little silicone on this panel holding the wall together, hopefully that will be kind of a good enough fix for now until I kind of figure out what else I'm going to do to make this a little bit more secure. So if anybody has any suggestions, that would be great. It's been a project, yeah. So not everything's fine and dandy in the van always, but I figured I would show you guys some of that just because I know that a lot of times I am in my van just talking about other stuff, but you don't actually see the reality of like things falling apart and things that need to get fixed every once in a while. Usually when I'm filming, the van is pretty clean, or I've kind of cleaned up a little bit before filming. So I just wanted to give you a look at the reality of some days. I mean, and usually I'm pretty neat, but the van definitely has days where it just is a freaking mess. So, and I'll try to show you the finished product. I'll show you my little fixes for things, and yeah, I'll show you. Usually I can clean it up within, you know, half a day. Today is probably gonna take longer just because I'm doing like a deep clean, but I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done with everything. Why do I own this many bras? Why? I don't have nearly that many boobs. Okay, so I fixed this board by putting some screws on the sides. It's probably kind of the jankiest way I could have done it, but it works. The board is not moving. Trust me guys, I tried to super glue and all of that before this, but since there's so many gaps, there weren't that many places to put super glue, and so the super glue just kind of let go every time I did that. So hopefully this will work. So my method for this actually is, so my drawer, I'm not actually sure how deep it is, but it's about a hand length deep. And so basically I just keep all my dresses folded up back here, and then they slowly transform into my skirts, which I think are like these ones, and then some overalls, and then shorts. And then on this side, I've got my warm weather stuff back here, sweaters and whatnot, because I'm in California, so I need them less. And then it'll start going more towards like long sleeves, and then t-shirts, tank tops, and then like underwear, pajamas, whatnot over here. Oh my God, I am finally done. It's been like 2 hours of deep cleaning. I'm tired, I'm sweaty, I'm gross. I'm gonna drop off those packages, that's what my grandma says. The packages that are in that red bag. I got like 2 more orders while I was cleaning, so that was nice. I got those printed and packaged, and now I can drop everything off at the, not the laundromat, the post office. And then I'm gonna go to Anytime Fitness, and I'm gonna shower, and I will, yeah. Oh my God, I'm so excited to shower. All right, bye. It's me, I'm clean, I'm shaking. I am clean. I'm wearing an outfit that doesn't feel greasy and sweaty. I have washed hair, dropped off my packages. My bed is made. I'm at a beach. Life is good. everything's clean. Mom's getting here. And we're gonna cook dinner. So I'm gonna go. Here's the boy. About to make some pasta.
Hello.
Maybe drink some wine. Play some chess on the beach.
Yep.
Anyway. Goodbye. Good night.